Well, it's good to see you guys. Today, we're going to join a huge crowd of people following Jesus. He sees their hurts and pains and cares for them in many ways.
He leads them to a mountain. Let's pretend like we're going to climb the mountain. There are many ways to climb. What are some of the ways?
Well, you can climb rope, and use your hands.
Hiking wheelchair.
Whatever the case may be.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, go.
Okay.
All right, we made it. Now, let's find a seat, settle our bodies after that big climb. Now, in your imagination, let's look around at all we can see. Go ahead, grab your imaginary binoculars, hold them up to your face, and look around. You're on top of the mountain. Boom! Go, Miss April.
Okay, in Jesus' time, people believed that mountains were holy, special places to be with God. Probably because they reach up high in the sky, like close to where they thought heaven was. So, Jesus told the people about God's kingdom on this mountain. You can think of a kingdom as the way the world is set up, like under a king a lot of the time.
Right, or president. In God's kingdom, there is abundance. More than enough honor, food, money, love, power, and resources for every child of God to thrive. Miss April, why don't you go ahead and read Matthew 5:7.
In Matthew 5:7, it says, Jesus says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy." Can you think of a time that you received kindness when you did something hurtful?
Maybe you said something unkind to your sibling, your brother or your sister, but they used their words to tell you how they felt, forgave you, and still wanted to play with you. How did that make you feel?
Or maybe you've made a mistake and someone responded with harshness like, "Wow, thanks, I don't like that." And maybe they snapped and raised their voice or threw something at you. How did that harsh behavior make you feel?
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I want to tell you a story about two friends. Finn and Micah were good friends. They played at Micah's house at least once a week after school. Their favorite activities were jumping on the trampoline, playing with action figures, and cooking.
Yay. Well, one day, after Finn went home, Micah realized that one of his favorite action figures was missing. And the next day, Micah saw its arm sticking out of Finn's backpack. When Micah asked him about it, Finn said, "This is mine. My mom gave this to me this morning."
Well, you know what? Micah answered, "Finn, it has my initials on its foot." Finn looked afraid and sad and angry all at once. Micah could tell that Finn didn't know what to do or say, so he got caught. Micah thought about his options. He could tell a grown-up, which is always a great choice. He could yell at Finn and yank the toy back harshly, or he could try to settle the problem with mercy first.
Yeah. So he decided on mercy. And he said to himself, if this doesn't work, then I can still get a grown-up to help me. So he said, "Finn, I would like my toy back, but I want you to know I understand that you really like it and that you made a mistake. So we can play with it again at my house Wednesday, okay?"
Well, that was pretty cool. Finn answered quietly, "Okay." Then he handed the toy to Micah. And like Finn and Micah, me and you, and her, we have opportunities every day to choose merciful or harsh responses. When we offer mercy, we feel what the other person feels, take action on their behalf, and we continue to work for their well-being.
Well, when we respond harshly, we hurt one another and we hurt ourselves. The people listening to Jesus would have heard mercy as a reminder of who God is, because God is merciful.
That's right. And when we try to feel how others might be feeling and show mercy by acting on their behalf and dedicating ourselves to their well-being, we are following God's example then.
Yes. This is why Jesus said those who are merciful are blessed. But, of course, that does not mean that we permit others to treat us poorly or to cross our boundaries. Mercy is about showing one another understanding, but mercy is not about being okay with people being mean to you.
That's right. Telling someone to stop right now is not harsh. We show mercy to ourselves by making safe choices and getting help if we need it.
Yes, agreed. So if someone does something you don't like, you can say, stop, I don't like that. And then you can try to work it out.
That's right.
Let's make circles with our hands and pretend we're putting on a pair of glasses. Just like this, circles. These are our mercy glasses. We look through them and try to see things with eyes of mercy. So when we're wearing them, we look for instances of mercy around us. Or if you see harshness, you can put on your mercy glasses and try to think of how you can show mercy.
That's right. Everyone we meet is God's beloved child, someone who needs love, mercy, and help. Don't forget to look in the mirror with your glasses on too.
Yes.
This week, try to wear your mercy glasses as much as you can. And if you're in a situation where it's especially hard to show mercy to someone, and I'm there all the time, folks, you can always use your hands to put on your glasses.
Yes. And when it says to make sure and look in the mirror with them and have mercy on yourself, I think of times like maybe if we're not doing as good in school, or we mess up on something, or we forget something, and we might be like, why did I do that? But we have to show ourselves mercy too and realize that we're just human and try better next time, right?
That's right. Like last week, Miss April didn't clean up my bathroom and pick up my shoes and all my clothes. And about